everyone, welcome back to the Napoleonic Stacking channel. I'm the Napoleonic Stacker, and in this video I'm going to review the American Silver Eagle and why you should be stacking it. So the American Silver Eagle was signed into law in the United States in 1985 by Congress and Ronald Reagan, and the whole idea was to do a drawdown on America's strategic silver supply. America, as you know, back in 1964 and earlier, had a surplus of silver that was basically to be used for coinage. And of course, after 1964, the vast majority of that silver was no longer being put into our coins. So they wanted to draw that down. And the benefit of doing this was basically the proceeds from the Silver Eagle program would go towards paying down the national debt. So whenever you buy an American Silver Eagle, you're effectively fighting against Jerome Powell's endless money printing. But the American Silver Eagle is the bullion coin of the United States of America. So if you live in the United States, this is the bullion coin you're going to be gravitating towards. And also one of the most popular coins that dealers are going to want to buy from you. The American Silver Eagle is the most liquid coin. You can go anywhere globally, and pawn shops, coin shops are going to know exactly what this is. American Eagles, because of their prestige, do carry a big premium over spot. Typically, right now in 2021, you're looking anywhere from $6 to $10 over spot for an American Silver Eagle. Now, with that being said, you've got to really change your strategy up as far as how you stack to kind of know what's best for you, how many of these you want to have. But a little bit more about the coin. The design here, the obverse, is designed by Adolf A. Weinman, which basically was a engraver back during the Renaissance coinage period of the United States, back in 1907 through about the 1920s. And the obverse is based off of this design right here, which is his Walking Liberty 50-cent piece. This particular one here is a 1943. You can see the reverse is actually different on the 50-cent piece versus the bullion Silver Eagle coin. But a very, very beautiful design. The United States has a history of taking great designs from our coinage Renaissance period and recycling them. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. With this coin, you can see it's got Liberty written above the Walking Liberty here. The sun's rising. She's got a flag, also carrying olive branches for peace. It says here, "In God We Trust." And then you can see the date. This one here is a 2018. And 2018 is actually the first year that I started stacking bullion coins. So this could very well be my very first silver piece. Unfortunately, I didn't keep track of it. Now on the back, you can see it says United States of America. It's got the heraldic eagle, which is a classic design. It's holding the olive branches and the arrows. It says E pluribus unum across his wings. And of course, there's 13 stars to represent the 13 colonies. This is 1 ounce of fine silver. So when someone sees this coin, they don't have to guess as to what its weight is, what it's made of. It says it right on the face of the coin. And on this part, it says $1. Well, what classifies it as a coin is the fact that it has that denomination on it. So this is actually something that can be spent, theoretically, anywhere in the United States that takes cash. So pretty cool. I of course, again, would not want to spend this unless I was just doing a experiment to see if someone would take it, because the actual value of this coin, even though the spot price as I record this is currently right around $22.80, you rarely can get these below $32 currently. So they carry a very high premium over spot. Now, in 2021, they actually changed the reverse. And you can see here, this is the new Eagle for the 2021s and going forward. And some people really like the new design, others not so much. They've kind of changed the positioning of where the words are on the back. You got E pluribus unum here on the right side of the eagle, and he's holding an olive branch. Now, the front, the obverse, actually is a little bit different with the 2021s. The obverse is it's a much softer design, and some people say, well, that's going to make it easier to counterfeit because it looks like there's not as much detail. And the whole reason they went with this is to basically make it more in line with the original Adolf A. Weinman engraving. So you can see that the new 2021 looks on the obverse much closer to the original design. And that was actually the initial attempt, or the intent of why they did that. And you can see in the 2018 there's a little bit more detail in the dress. The engraving's a little sharper. Some people prefer this design over the new design. But one thing they did incorporate, we've talked a lot about in our previous videos about anti-counterfeiting measures. The United States Mint has added an anti-counterfeit measure to their coin. So you can see here on the edge of the coin, one of the reeds is missing in the side of the coin. Now, most U.S. coinage all has reeded edges, and it was designed originally to kind of prevent coin clipping. But you can see here where the reed is missing, and believe it or not, you'd think that would be something counterfeiters could easily replicate. But fortunately for us, they've not really had a whole lot of success in duplicating that. Where other mints are doing like silver holographic technology, putting in micro engraving. It seems like some of the foreign mints are actually ahead of us as far as security features goes. But something as simple as one of the reeds missing in the coin actually has worked well to help prevent our currency from being, or our bullion currency from being counterfeited. Now, a couple of reasons we talked earlier why the price of the Silver Eagle is what it is. There's a big disconnect between the price and the spot price. And the reason why is primarily because of demand for the physical metal. In the law, it basically states in 2002, the strategic stockpile of silver was actually drawn down. And they basically had a Save the Silver Eagle program that was signed into law in 2002 by George Bush to basically get fair market silver from companies like Sunshine Mint and others to be able to continue striking the Silver Eagles to demand. And what we ended up running into with 2021 is there was a stipulation in the law that basically said they have to be able to get it at a reasonable price. And what Sunshine Mint and some of the other companies were wanting to charge for the physical bullion was more than the United States government was willing to pay. So there was a shortage of silver planchets this year for the Silver Eagle program as a result. And what that has, inevitably done is driven prices up for the Silver Eagles. Now, some people anticipate in 2022 the price is kind of coming back down to earth to make it a little more desirable to stack these coins. And in general, during normal circumstances, this is the type of bullion that you want to be buying for your stack. It's the most liquid, easiest to sell. Everyone knows what it is. This is your top tier silver bullion. But with where prices are right now, I'm driven much more towards the Maple Leaves, the Krugerrands, some of the other coins that I've shown in previous videos. Now, with the bullion Silver Eagles, there's actually no mint mark on the coin. They're basically struck out of San Francisco, Philadelphia, and West Point Mint. And with the bullion coins, you don't know exactly where they come from. Now, the United States Mint releases on their website specialized Silver Eagles in proof and in burnished finishes and in reverse proofs, which actually do carry a mint mark. For example, this is an example of a proof American Silver Eagle. And what they do with the proofs are basically they polish the dies, they extra polish the dies. It's stamped several times to make sure they get the most detail in the coin. And it's basically to show you an example of what the mint's capable of. And this particular coin is a V75 Silver Eagle from, let's see here, last year, which was to honor the 75th anniversary of World War II. And you can see it carries the heraldic eagle on the back, because this was before they switched over. And you can see down below the olive branch a W. So this was struck at the West Point Mint. And with the proof coins, with what you're seeing here, some of these are really great coins to get from the mint, and others can flop. With the proof coins, whether it's proof, reverse proof, enhanced reverse proof, they're all going to have a significant premium over spot. And generally, you're going to get this coin for for your personal collection, where these are made more for investment. And with something like the V75 and others, they do make for good flipping opportunities on eBay. If you decide to, you want to buy multiples to resell it. We saw some success with the Morgan Silver Dollar program, where people were buying multiples of those and then selling them for higher prices on eBay and recouping their costs. So if you're a flipper, buying things like this is great. Or if you just want a perfect example of America's bullion coin, picking up a proof or reverse proof can be something that you might appreciate. But the American Silver Eagle program is going to be going on for the foreseeable future, thankfully, because it gives Americans an opportunity to have an alternative form of investment that's also backed by the United States government. And that goes into another point. With these coins, it is extremely illegal to try to counterfeit them or basically replicate these in any way. You could serve up to 20 years in prison for counterfeiting an American Silver Eagle. So for that reason, it makes these coins more secure because of the fact that they are backed by a sovereign government. Where with your general, your Buffalo rounds, your silver bars, people can counterfeit those with impunity and not have to worry about the consequences. With these, generally speaking, you can trust them because they're backed by the United States government. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. This video is just for fun, but I'm thankful to have Silver Eagles in my stack. I do plan to pick up a lot more of them when the prices start to come down. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, and I greatly appreciate everyone and your time. And until next time, Napoleonic Stacker, signing out.